Now we've got you this far, marvellous, but you might be sitting there now thinking, what on earth do I do in a video for See the Difference? I like it, but I don't know what to do. Well, firstly, don't think too big. Don't ask for billions of pounds to do some massive project, because that isn't going to work. People won't give to that. It's not precise enough. Think very, very small. Think of something you need to fund now, something that will really benefit your charity. And the second thing to say is that to you, the most boring things like admin can be made very interesting. And here's how. People say, oh, funding admin, that's really boring. Well, it doesn't have to be boring, because if you think of it in the right way, it's not. If you've got a lady that comes into your charity and she sits at a desk for 10 hours a week and she's hassling airports in Africa to land your planes there with your food aid on, that's a great story. How much does she cost you a week? Why don't you ask for money to fund her? Well, you might have a call centre. Call centres can be boring, but I'll bet there's somebody in that call centre who's there for a particular reason. They might have experienced an illness, or they might have come close to the role that your charity plays. They're there for a personal reason. How much do they cost you a week or a month? Fund them and let's hear from them. That's good, and that's perfect for See the Difference. So you might have to think very differently about the work your charity does for See the Difference. For example, young children in poor families in India often are sold on as servants elsewhere. That is stopped by giving the family a goat to look after and to sell the milk from, and the value of that goat helps them enormously. You might be involved in Parliament, for example, in lobbying MPs about changes to legislation, or have some big research project on. That has a cost associated with it, it's vital to you, and that's brilliant for See the Difference. So don't think you haven't got a story, because you have. Everybody has. Charities big and small have got these brilliant little stories. It's just a case of finding them and thinking about them and making them work for See the Difference. Think how you would convince somebody outside your charity about what you do. You wouldn't talk about policy, you talk about the people.